The Speaker recognizes Representative Lipton.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to just make a few very, very quick points on this. First and foremost, on behalf of myself as well as the entire caucus, and particularly my colleagues, the Democratic members of the Education Committee, I would like to thank Joel Gehring, our education policy staffer. As this bill went through so many changes in such a quick period of time, he dealt with all of that with an enormous amount of grace and dignity and the highest degree of professionalism. And I would like to, on behalf of, as I said, myself and my colleagues, to thank him so much for his very, very hard work. Secondly, I would like to point out that one of the changes made by the Senate was to change the threshold in which a district could be taken over. Again, the language created now a floor, so a district over 300, but under 2,400. So again, it's something that people should be very, very concerned about in terms of how we are selecting districts to be part of this particular process. Lastly, during the debate, there was a fair amount of emotion over this particular issue, and a number of members expressed a significant amount of outrage over mismanagement of districts and why we're having to deal with this. And I would just ask
Members, one of our colleagues is attempting to address us. I would appreciate your attention. Thank you. The Speaker recognizes Representative Lipton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would just like to remind everyone that certainly it's understandable to express outrage, particularly over mismanagement, but I would please ask people to be very cognizant and remember the outrage and to be equally outraged in all situations, because as we all know, we do have a situation in a school district in this state that a fair amount of misinformation was provided to the federal government under penalty of perjury. And so I would just make sure that when people are engaging in outrage, that they're not selectively outraged, but that they are equally outraged by all issues pertaining our school districts. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative.